Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. A warm welcome to the meeting number 86 of the Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club. I am Sreehari Acharya, your Sergeant at Arms for the day. As a Sergeant at key points for the meeting. Number one, the meeting is blocked for 2 hours and you are expected to stay for the entire duration of the meeting. Number two, your video should be on and the audio should be off. And the audio should only be on when you're called to the stage to speak. Number three, regarding the topics of sex, religion, and politics, even though Toastmasters International does not put any restrictions, we at the Gabbys believe it's better to refrain from bringing up those topics as well. What is our club mission? Our club mission is to provide supportive and positive learning experience in which members feel empowered and to develop their communication and leadership skills. Let me now hand over the stage to the presiding officer for the day. We have Smruti S. Mohanty, an experienced B2B sales professional and certified soft skills trainer with over a decade of industry exposure. Currently pursuing a full-time master's degree in the US, she is a mindful introvert striving to become a profound public speaker. Grateful for the camaraderie of the Toastmasters fraternity, she actively serves as a club mentor, a club coach, and as an area director. While continuously learning and growing through her pathways, she also serves as the president of the Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Smruti S. Mohanty to the stage.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sreehari. Can we hear it for our Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Sreehari Acharya? Welcome, members, esteemed guests, distinguished Toastmaster, to the meeting of the Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club. I hereby call this meeting to order. Well, it is always a pleasure to preside over the meeting and connect with members, guests every week. Today, with a new theme, with a new intent, yet with the same energy, we are back for an exciting and qualitative meeting. Now, imagine walking through your day and somebody just holds the door open for you, gives you a genuine compliment, or simply share a warm smile. Small and random act of kindness. These are the invisible act which leaves a profound impact in our simple personal and professional life. They are the reminder for us that there are still goodness in the world. And today, as we come together, I invite you to reflect on the power of kindness, not just in our daily lives, but also in the way we communicate, lead, and connect within Toastmasters or outside. Now, before we dive into the heart of our meeting, let's extend a warm welcome to our guest. We are thrilled to have many people in this particular room. Before we get started, we would love to know from few of our guests, how did you got to know about the club? Where are you joining from? Are you a guest or a visiting Toastmaster? I can see Charlene on my screen, so may I request Charlene to please help us with a quick introduction?
Thank you, Stuti. I am Toastmaster Shalin. I recently became a member of Toastmasters. I am a member of Pink City Toastmasters Club based in Jaipur. I came to know about your club because I wanted to improve as much as possible. So I'm thinking of joining as many meetings as possible. So I was looking for online clubs and I came across this club, the Gabbys, and that's why I have come for today's meeting. And yes, I work as director sales in a Jaipur-based SaaS firm. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Charlene. Welcome to this meeting and welcome on board to the Toastmasters fraternity.
Sorry, I mispronounced your name. Smruti, right? I called you Stuti. Sorry.
No problem. It's
Sorry.
Smruti. Thank you. No, not a worry. May I request Vipul to please help us understand with a quick 30-second introduction if you're a guest or a visiting Toastmaster?
Hello everyone, my name is Vipul Sharda and I'm from Chittorgarh, Rajasthan. And this is the first time I'm joining as a guest in any of the Toastmaster club. So I just wanted to understand how Toastmaster works and how can one learn and grow using this, while joining this club.
Thank you so much, Vipul, for joining this meeting. And definitely, your expectation will be met while you complete the next 2 hours here. Rest, I can see familiar names, people who are joining for the first time as the role takers. I'll leave their introduction to their respective segment. Meanwhile, I can see rest all mostly members here. So in interest of time, let's just quickly understand as we have a combination of new people as well as existing Toastmasters. Now, what exactly we do in an arrangement in a meeting of Toastmasters? To give you a brief, Toastmaster is a 100-year-old nonprofit organization started by Dr. Ralph C. Smedley, a visionary leader who sought to wanted to have a platform for us, people like us, who are in the path towards learning and growing. It's a camaraderie of Toastmaster which we bring together. Now that's about the Toastmaster. Now you might be wondering that what exactly Gabbys then. Gabbys is also a community Toastmasters club where we strongly believe that it's our members, it's our role takers every meeting who keeps the energy high and who makes the club thrive and strive together for a longer run. This club is not just about speaking, even Toastmaster is also not just about speaking. It's about connecting, it's our enhancing and learning in every meeting. And whatever we learn here, we take it outside in our day to day life as well. Here in this particular meeting, trust me when I say this, every voice matters, every effort is appreciated, and every success is celebrated together. Today, in this meeting, you will get enough opportunity to share your thoughts, speak your heart out in different segments. To stay tuned, be there, and whenever you get the opportunity, just grab it. Now, quick announcement for the members and also for the guest. In a Toastmasters meeting, we organize international speech contest, Toastmaster as a whole. So Gabby's speech contest is going to happen on 1st of March. Contest for the members exclusively. So don't wait for the D-Day. If you're looking for it, take the membership. If you're already a member, go ahead and sign the nomination. Ensure that all the eligibility parameters are completely checked. You need any support or help, your mentors and all the club members, the EXCOM committee is there to support you, to serve you. Second, Gabby's is it's a club. We are a family of 3 clubs. And today is one meeting. Thursday, which is the day after tomorrow, is another meeting where you are going to witness a very powerful learning session. So please stay tuned with us because towards the end, I let you know what is going to be the topic and what's the agenda of Thursday meeting. Well, on that note, let's get started with the meeting theme, which is again kindness. To know more about the same, to explore more about it, let me hand over to the person who is actually the right person to mention everything, to highlight more about what exactly the aspect of kindness, what we are talking about it, and how we can scale it up. To help us understand more about the same, may I request our Toastmaster of the day. Well, she is a creative, jovial, helpful, and hardworking individual. She is Dr. Esha Roy for you, a doctor of internal medicines. Her educational journey carried her from Delhi via Karnataka to Andhra Pradesh. A polyglot, a bookworm turned audiobook and podcast devotee, and a music lover too who has completed her grade 6 piano. Oh, that's quite profound, interesting features we can see here. Dr. Isha, Toastmaster Isha, the stage is all yours. Please help us understand what's more to know about the act of kindness. The virtual stage is all yours. May I please request all to help us with a thunderous round of applause for our Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster Esha, over to you.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So, at the outset, I want to share a story. A poor young boy asks a lady one day a glass of water, and she gives him a glass of milk instead. Over the years, she develops a rare disease, and she offers him a glass of water. So, over the years, she develops a rare disease. Dr. Howard Kelly, a founding doctor of the Johns Hopkins Institute, is called upon to treat her. Dr. Kelly recognizes her as the lady and remembers her kindness. He pays special attention to her case and wins the battle. When the final bill is sent, then to her room, it says, paid in full with one glass of milk. So, my dear fellow Toastmasters and friends, kindness begets kindness. Good deeds always come back to you. The theme of today's meeting is random acts of kindness, and I am a random acts of kindness activist. For the
I'm sorry
benefit
to
of
interrupt in between, but we cannot really hear Toastmaster Isha. Is it with me only or with everyone?
can
Yes,
you hear
yes,
me
we
now?
cannot hear you.
Am I heard now?
It's very, very low. I just can't hear anything.
Esha,
Hello?
can you please be a bit louder?
Yeah. Uh,
If you're using microphone, if you can keep it close to your mouth.
yeah. Am I audible?
You are audible now. Let's
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah. So the theme of today's meeting is random acts of kindness, and I'm a random acts of kindness activist. For the benefit of new members and guests, I would like to explain the structure of the meeting. In a regular Toastmasters session, there are three sections. There is prepared speeches section, the table topic section, and the evaluation section. And now let me bring out our general evaluator for today's Toastmaster Priyanka. She is a third year student at MCC pursuing BBA. She delights in watching anime and talking to herself. This makes her mother wonder whether she went wrong in bringing her up. In her opinion, instances of small acts of kindness is when someone gives a smile which can change the course of your day from a bad to a slightly better day, or when someone forgives your mistakes. So, over to you, Toastmaster Priyanka.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Isha, for the wonderful introduction. A very good evening to everyone present here. This is my first time at Gabbys, and I'm super excited to be a part of this club. I can see great engagement, and I think I would love to learn a lot from this club and take back few acts of kindness from here and impart it in my club as well. Now, kindness, while it might come as a natural thing to some people, for a lot, when they want to take it back and give it forward, it takes a little effort for them because they're still learning. All of us are learning. So sometimes unconsciously, we tend to be a little blunt to others, and that can hurt the feelings of others. However, whether you're learning or not, whether you're being kind or not, it still takes that thought, right? And how do you inculcate that thought? We will learn that in today's session. We will also learn the impact of the acts of kindness in today's session. Now, can someone spell out acts for me? The spelling of act.
ACT.
I want acts, yes. ACTS. Now replace the C and S with G and L. What do you get? Let's make it a little engaging, guys. AGTL, exactly.
Tangled,
Now what?
Taggle team.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for that. TAGL team. A little late. A little lame, but hey, you're supposed to be kind. We have a wonderful TAGL team with us that'll help me learn every muscle there is that goes into processing acts of kindness or executing the act of kindness. Starting with the timer, Toastmaster Sreehari, who is a mechanical stimulation engineer at robotics startup. He is an avid reader and a fitness enthusiast. To learn, network, and grow, he joined Toastmasters. I think from this meeting, he can learn now AI is booming. So he can help from this meeting, he can learn how to incorporate emotions into AI. All the very best. And over to Toastmaster Srihari to explain the role of timer.
Thank you, Toastmaster Priyanka. for that introduction. As a timer, it is my duty to place the timing cards. As a timer, I will time the table topic speakers, formal speeches, and also the evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left during their speak using the following cards: green card, blue card, and a red card. A table topic speech, your time should not be more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise the green card. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, my apologies, I don't have the yellow card. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card, and at 2 minutes, I will raise the red card. And similarly, for the speeches, at 5 minutes, I'll raise the green card, at 6 minutes, the yellow card, and at the 7 minutes, the red card. For the individual evaluations, again, at 2 minutes, I'll raise the green card, at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I'll raise the yellow card, and at 3 minutes, I'll raise the red card. And for the table topic evaluations, for every 30 seconds, I will raise a card. And with that, I hand over the stage back to the general evaluator of the day. Over to you, Toastmaster Priyanka.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sreehari, for explaining and demonstrating the timer cards. I'm sure by the time we start with the speeches, you'll have the yellow card ready. There is no interval or perfect time to pay forward the kindness, and I think we can learn that in today's session. And Toastmaster Sreehari will definitely take note of that. Next up, we have the R counter for the day, whose current hobby is running and reading books, but he's also having fun being back to Toastmasters and picking up on roles and giving speeches. Over to Toastmaster Rahul to explain the role of R counter.
Thank you for that wonderful intro, Toastmaster Priyanka. So today as our counter, my role is to listen and make a note of unnecessary words and sounds used by all the speakers and role players of today's meeting. This includes filler words like also inappropriate interjections for instances and well, and so on. And also I'll be looking out for crutch words like basically, actually, and this thing, and repetitive words like I or this means, and and the last one, and also I'll be looking out for pauses, unintentional pauses. So I hope all the best for all the speakers and role takers, and I'll be presenting my report at the end of the meeting. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul. That was a very crisp report and very explanatory. Next up, we have the grammarian for the day, Toastmaster Neha, who is a certified image and soft skills trainer. She is the founder of Innovative. Her diverse journey includes being a mother, home manager, overseeing family business, culminating in her current role as an entrepreneur. She calls herself a lifelong learner. Joining Toastmasters helps her master public speaking to deliver her messages with confidence. I think you'll be the perfect person to invite to colleges during Fest to be the keynote speaker and everything, looking at the number of accomplishments and your qualities. Over to Toastmaster Grammarian to explain the.
Thank you, Toastmaster Priyanka. So, as grammarian, it's my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I will take note of any misuse of English language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, saying, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce you to the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word of the day is altruistic. ALTRUSTIC. Altruistic. Meaning of the word is showing selfless concern for the well-being of others. I repeat, showing selfless concern for the well-being of others. For example, her altruistic nature led her to help others without expecting anything in return. I will also paste the same in the chat. Now, I would request every speaker to use this word as much as possible, and I will give my word of the day report and grammatical usage report when called upon during the meeting. Thank you so much, and over to you, Toastmasters Priyanka.
Thank you, Toastmaster Neha. Often people have this conception or perceivance of the comedian being a teacher, a very strict teacher. But little do they realize that they're actually altruistic in nature and they correct our grammar just for us to be better in public speaking. Last but not the least, we have our listener for the day, a super fun role to make sure it's engaging and we are also paying concentration. She's an image consultant, Toastmaster Shilpa Reddy, corporate coach, and an ex-corporate and an entrepreneur by heart. A risk taker career-wise, a night owl, and compassionate capitalist at work. A travel buff, a music lover who enjoys riding bikes as well as cooking. I think I can't resist saying this, but the qualities that you have sounds like a movie character where, she wants to take work from her, some time away from work and goes on a travel journey and they make a short film out of it. Over to Toastmaster listener to explain the role of Toastmaster Shilpa to explain the role of.
Thank you so much, our general evaluator. Yes, last but not the least, I am the listener of the day. I'll be listening closely to everything you say during this meeting, and I'm going to draft some short questions, very interesting questions, to test your listening skills towards the end of the meeting. That's my job, and thanks, and back to you, general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shilpa. So this is my TAGL team. We will come back towards the end when called upon by the TMOD and during the evaluation session to let you all know where and all you have been kind and where you can be even more kind. With this, back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So next up, we will have our prepared speeches section. Toastmaster Gaurav, you will be evaluating the designated speaker, distinguished Toastmaster Saurabh. Toastmaster Gaurav, can you please acknowledge?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. So next up, distinguished Toastmaster Saurabh Datta has attained two distinguished Toastmaster awards and has finished a feat of 11 parts in the Toastmaster pathways. He is also served as a present distinguished area director for a short while back. And outside of the Toastmasters, Saurabh has played several leadership roles in Fortune 500 companies, startups, and non-profits. Right now, since the year 2020, Saurabh has been building his own edutech startup, Practice. Distinguished Toastmaster Saurabh will now be giving a speech as a part of a generic project, the purpose of the speech being defined by the member. The member may present a well-organized, well-supported speech on any topic for 5 to 7 minutes. Distinguished Toastmaster Saurabh, speech title is Ouch. Ouch, Distinguished Toastmaster Saurabh.
Thank you. Before I start, can you just confirm if the evaluator is there?
Yes, it's me, sir. It's me, Gaurav. I'm here.
Okay. Sure. Sorry. Can you just give out the speech title once more? And I'm already seeing the yellow card. I didn't start.
Sorry.
Okay, good. Can you give out the speech title once more, please? Esha? No?
Speech title is Ouch. Ouch, Distinguished Toastmaster Saurabh Datta.
This is my best friend since probably when I was 16 years old. Today, without any fear, I can admit, I started smoking when I was 16. I started smoking when it all started with picking up the burnt stubs from my grandfather's ashtray. Then I made enough pocket money to buy my own cigarettes. Started with one cigarette in a day, in a week. Moved on to having one cigarette in a day. And then steadily I got promoted, went up the smoking ladder. And like most smokers, I smoked without a reason or with a reason. If I was too happy, I had a cigarette. If I was extremely sad, I had a cigarette. When I fell in love, I had a cigarette. When I broke up again, I had a cigarette. After having a great meal, I had a cigarette. When I did not want to eat too much and I wanted to starve, I had a cigarette. Every time I felt I have nothing to do, nothing much to do, I'm bored. What did I do? I had a. In fact, it looks cool, right? Particularly in the part of the country where I come from, Calcutta, smoking is considered to be something really cool, really intellectual. I mean, go back and see any of the movie directors in the past, whether it's Satyajit Ray, Mrinal Sen, or any of the actors like Soumitra Chattopadhyay or Uttam Kumar, who are the famous Bengali actors. One thing you'll see common in all of them: cigarette. You can't be cool, you can't be intellectual without a cigarette. And this is something that I believed and I love to believe. In fact, such was my relationship with cigarette that I would very proudly go and tell my partner, I can leave you in a heartbeat, but this will stay with me forever. Every time I went to watch a movie, I would see Mukesh in the screen and I would say, ah, that guy has some serious immunity problems. Not me. I'm good. I'll never have those things hanging out of my throat and my chest and my lungs and whatnot. And I firmly believed in that. To be honest, I was extremely, extremely happy. And I loved smoking. The idea of lighting up a cigarette was more exciting to me than picking up a good book, listening to good music, or having good food. Till that night happened. It was like any other night. I had my food. I went to bed. I tried to sleep, and suddenly I felt a tinge of pain here. That pain stayed for some time, then it went away. I dismissed it. I went and lit a cigarette. After some time, I started feeling better. Obviously, cigarettes help, right? But then after some time, the pain came back. And this time it was stronger and brutal. And this time, this pain started radiating all over my body. It was here, and then it was here, here, here. And suddenly my entire upper body was paining. And that pain was unbearable. I just couldn't take it. I rushed to the hospital. They said, what did you have? I'm a Bengali. So the moment we get a pain, people suspect that I had some carbs. Bengalis and carbs go hand in hand, right? So they gave me an antacid. That didn't work. They gave me one more antacid injection. That also didn't work. Then he called his senior. He came and said, this is not what we think it is. I don't think it's a gastric problem. They did a test. And it indicated that I just had a minor attack. There were 10 types of attacks, heart attacks in the world. I've heard from one of the doctors. And almost 7 of them don't give you a chance to even cry mama. I was lucky I had one of the other 3. And the doctor said, it's your BP which is killing you. And your friend, this is assisting it. So, what do you want? That was 4 months back. I still have 4 cigarettes here. And I've still kept the packet right on my desk. And I've not touched it even once. That ouch that day made me realize that if we really want to do something for us, for ourselves, then we can, no matter how tough it is. 30 years of companionship, 30 years, 20 cigarettes a day. Ask me about it, how tough it is. The first 1 week, I was barely able to move. The next 1 week, it was slightly bearable. Then again, it became worse. But now, I can't stand the smell of cigarettes. And I feel pity for those people who I have exposed to so much of passive smoking all throughout my life. I'm talking about cigarettes here. For you, it could be any bad habit. Know this. If you want to bring a change and you want that change to stay with you, you can do that. This is not something that I read somewhere. This is something that I'm practicing every single day since the day my heart told me, ouch. Toastmaster.
Sanjay Jain, are you with us today?
Yes, I'm there. Yeah.
So Toastmaster Sanjay will be evaluating Toastmaster Shail Garg. Toastmaster Shail hails from not a sea but a crowded place named Mumbai, sailing through life with no clue where to go. Toastmaster Shail will be attempting project number 5, level L1, pathway presentation mastery. The project name is evaluation and feedback. The purpose of this project is to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. The purpose of this speech is for the member to demonstrate their ability to deliver an effective, respectful evaluation speech for 5 to 7 minutes.
Can I start? Am I audible and visible? Hello.
Yes, you are audible and visible.
Uh, so moving on is a skill that we all need, but no one teaches us. It's like that optional subject that we keep on failing and failing and failing. Like that relationship that's sinking faster than Titanic, or that ghost or that dream that is clearly ghosting us. Or clearly that friendship that only works when they need a therapist, a ride, or your Netflix subscription. Some of us can't even move on from our online shopping carts, which we know that we will never check out. How many of you here have at least one item on your Amazon cart? So I was a pro at not moving on. My first heartbreak, I handled it with complete grace. I listened to sad song, dramatically stared out of the window, and imagined that I am in an old Bollywood music video. And I felt that if I tried hard enough, if I manifested hard enough, he would just come running back, apologize, and beg for another chance. Spoiler alert, he didn't. Because life doesn't wait for you to stop crying. While you're here analyzing your text like a Shakespearean sonnet, life's packing your bag and shoving you into your next chapter. Relationship is just one part of it. Moving on from dreams is much, much, much harder. You know, I used to believe that I was destined to be a professional dancer, that I was with the next viral sensation. People would just get me and say, oh, she was meant for this. Then I took an actual dance class. And there I realized my body was not on board with my vision. My leg went left, but it was supposed to be right. And I looked less like a dancer and more like a confused chicken. My instructor politely just smiled at me, and it clearly meant that she was saying, ah, do you have any other hobbies? Because some dreams are not meant to be achieved. They're just meant to be good stories. We all do some tasks which completely drain the life out of us. Am I right? Which are just which we feel that are very important at the time being, but are not. Like writing that 3-line email. You start with a hey, but that sounds too casual. Dear Sir, Madam, am I talking to a medieval king? You throw in a in
to sound friendly, a few exclamation marks, but not too many, or you'll just sound unhinged. You think so much, and eventually you send it up, only to get a okay, thanks as a reply. Do you realize you just spent an entire evening crafting an email that just got treated as a spam? Now, nothing is more draining, such as one-sided friendships. We all have this one friend that just only hits us up when they need something. The text message starts with, "Hey bestie," and then before you can even reply, they hit you up with, "So I needed a teeny tiny bit of a favor from you." But when you need them, suddenly they have amnesia. They have no internet, and they are on an emotional retreat to the Himalayas with no cell service. These friends are like bad Wi-Fi. They do not work when you really, really, really need them to. Moving on is not about forgetting. It's about making space for something that is much more important to you. Such as, when we realize that life is too short to be crying over people who have already moved on, chasing dreams that clearly are not meant to be caught, and over analyzing our emails like some nuclear codes. I will tell you, invest your time in things that actually make you happy. Happy like when you find that pair of sock without asking your mother for help. Finally binge watching that show that you so you'll watch later. And realizing that some friendships are well maintained when you do not text at all. My friends, my advice, I'll just give you one example. What happened was the other night I was scrolling through my phone in the morning. We were doing some project. I was scrolling and suddenly I found my principal of my college. I thought I would stalk my principal at 3 a.m. on LinkedIn. My brain did not work that a LinkedIn notification goes on the person's phone that this person viewed your profile. Now just imagine the embarrassment I would feel that I am stalking the principal of my college at 3 in the morning. We all have such embarrassing moments which we really feel that we have to move on. That we have two choices. Either we can just forget about it, move on, and second, grab a ticket and go to some another country and settle up. I'll tell you, this first option is much more cheaper. My advice, friends, move on, break the chaos, and if at the end of the day nothing works out, eat ice cream, take a nap, and pretend it never happened. Because a tub of ice cream never judges. I repeat, a tub of ice cream never judges. Thank you so much.
Compelling speech, ma'am. And now before we go for a break, I want everyone to find something orange in their everyday life and keep it ready. I want everyone to arrange for something orange in their everyday life, and meanwhile, we'll take a break.
Isha, we can start.
Yeah. So, did everyone arrange for something orange? Does anyone have anything orange with them? Okay. Can everyone show? I'll pick the best one out. The best orange, most cutest orange object out there. Oh, okay. So, Toastmaster Rahul has a book. Toastmaster Smruti has orange flowers, and Toastmaster Saurav has a badge. So, how does that help you integrate kindness into your life? Oh my God, Toastmaster Noor, he should get a chance to speak. How do you integrate an orange into your kindness lifestyle?
Actually, I'll give orange to anybody who sends me 10,000 rupees right now. I'll I'll do a parcel of one best orange in the world. If you eat that orange, khalas, you will get 100 years of life.
Anyone else? Anyone else has anything orange to show? There are lots of people who are hiding from me. I do not like this. Toastmaster Smruti, would you like to share how you can use Toastmaster? Can you use flowers into your kindness lifestyle?
Yeah, I'm not sure about this flower, but in general, flower they bring a lot of happiness and positive vibe around people. Be it a good day or a okay day, the brightness brings more brightness to life. So maybe by just giving orange flowers, I can make someone's day. That's it from my end, Toastmaster Isha.
Okay, so let's play a game now. Okay, in that game, you have to raise your hands, and in case you want to speak up, you can unmute yourself and speak. But you have to raise your hand when I say, how many of us have helped an elderly person walk across the road? Anybody? Okay. Would you like to share? Okay, fine. How many of us? How many of us have spoken recently?
Beta has raised her hand, Isha.
Yeah. Okay, one moment. Yeah. Will Toastmaster Gaurav, would you like to speak?
Toastmaster Esha, could you please repeat?
Yeah. So, like, how did you feel after that experience of helping the elderly walk across the street?
Okay, I haven't helped an elderly cross the street, but I have helped a blind person cross the street. So once you do that, it gives you this sense of gratitude that you have everything, so you can live a better life, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Next, I want to ask how many of us have listened to a near and dear one talk and vent out their frustrations? That's also an act of kindness, in case we weren't aware. Anyone? Yeah. How would you like to share how you help them vent out on what did you hear of them out about?
Sure. So I'm still a college student, right? So we face a lot of dramas, a lot of gossip, and a lot of so since we were in all girls college, we face a lot of anger issues on guys. So I've heard my friends talking about them and how they might have not received the justice they deserved, or maybe sometimes guys are being guys. Or sometimes teachers venting to us about their home problems and taking it out on us because they had traffic, or maybe the HOD was mean to them. Sometimes, so I have a friend who takes on a lot of workload, who overburdens herself. So sometimes when she gets a lot of pressure, maybe from her internship or from the department, she kind of vents it out to us, and we listen, and like that we get a little bit of insight tea as well. I think being on the other side, being the listener, is has its own benefits to both you and the person who trusts you enough to talk to you about it.
Okay, last one. How many of us have given advice without being asked to, but it has helped someone out? Anyone? Nobody gives advice here. Okay, fine. We'll move on to the next fun-filled section of our meeting, that is the table topics. So over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Buddy, Isara. And I go to gym every morning, and then I see the dull faces. So whatever the energy I
I will have for the exercising, I lose that energy. I feel like not exercising. And then I see someone from the corner of the gym is smiling at me, and I don't know how that excites me, and that kind of forced me to lift more weights. So I think that is the power of kindness, and that is the power of a smile. Even though it comes from the strangers, but it kind of feels energy within you. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guest. Welcome to table topic session of today meeting. Many of us consider this the most challenging and most rewarding part of a Toastmaster meeting, and rightly so, because table topic prepare you for impromptu speaking and help trainers to quickly organize and express our thoughts. We can think of the table topic speech as a mini speech with an opening, a body, and a conclusion. During table topic, I will invite a member or a guest to attend a table topic. I will give out the topic once the participants confirms their willingness to attempt the topic. While you are free to volunteer, we may not be able to accommodate all the volunteers. At Gabby, we believe in giving an opportunity to those who are more keen to participate and those who need a little nudge. I will be using my discretion as the table topic master in case we are not able to give an opportunity to a volunteer. Please do not be disheartened. There is always one more meeting. There is never a dearth of opportunity in Toastmaster. Each speaker will get 1 to 2 minutes of time. You need to speak a minimum of 1 minute and a maximum of 2 minutes 30 seconds to qualify for polling. Green card will be shown at 1 minute, yellow card will be shown at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red card will be shown at 2 minutes. You will get an you will get an additional 30-second time to wrap up your speech by 2 minutes 30 seconds. Each table topic, his speaker will also be evaluated by a table topic evaluator during general evaluation session. So those who like to participate, you can raise your hand. I would like to invite Meeta ma'am to take the part. Meeta ma'am, you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So the topic for you is what is the kindest thing someone has done for you? What is the kindest thing someone has done for you?
Kindness thing. It's a very great word. It's a good thing. And how can I forget who has not done? That is my parents, who has done a lot of kindness on me, making me to learn how to walk. My dad, how to walk, how to stand. And my mother taking care of me. So it's our parents who is giving lot of kindness to take us care and giving everything what we require. So I feel that parents are the first person who are the very kind. If they are not kind, we would not be today standing and sitting in front of this laptop and being in the meeting. So that is a very important part in our life. As I believe, our siblings also, even siblings in the family, they are always kind to us. If we have not done homework, they will help us to do homework. If we have not got one chocolate, they will say, okay, fine, you do something, I will give you one chocolate. So that is the thing I say always, that parents and the siblings are the first family people who are always doing for us kindness. So I believe that. What about you, table topic master? Over to you.
Definitely, I have the sibling, and I can say that in that pair, I'm the kindness, always being the kind, and other person is always taking the kindness from me. I never got the kindness from the other person, and maybe because I'm the elder brother, because of that, But yeah, I'm not got any kindness from him. Okay, now we will take move to the next speaker, Salim. Okay, so the topic for you is, how do you feel when you do something kind for a stranger? The topic is, how do you feel when you do something kind for a stranger?
I believe real kindness is doing something for somebody and not expecting anything in return. So when you do something good for a stranger, I think you get that kind of feeling that you may not be able to see that person again, but still you did something good. You did something, you spread some happiness in this world by helping that person out. And I think I also wish that whenever I help a stranger, I think it has a bigger impact, because when I help a stranger, they generally pay it forward, because um, people are naturally kind. They are by default kind. So if they come across any kind behavior towards them, I think they pay it forward. So I think I get this feeling that even if that person is not able to help me out in future, I'm fine with that. And if that person is happy with because of my help, that means a lot to me. And if that person helps somebody uh, and pays that kindness forward without expecting anything in return, I think uh, that's something, that's a big prize for me. So yes, that is my feeling. I feel extremely happy, and I I feel like repeating this on a regular basis so that I'm as altruistic as possible. And yes, I feel very happy. Thank you.
Oh, Salin, like you also feel when I help a stranger, but when it comes to friends, I don't feel like that, because I remember when I was in my school, I shared my notes with my friend, and he ended up getting more marks than me. And that day, I think I didn't feel good because of my kindness. I thought like if I had not given, I would have gotten more marks than him. Okay, so we'll move to the next person, Venkat. Venkat, you would like to go?
Am I audible? Is it me?
Yes, you are audible. Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so the topic for you is, if you could do one kind act every day, what would it be? If you could do one kind act every day, what would it be?
Master question beneath for this one. What I do every day is I will feed
Sorry to interrupt, Master Venkat.
See,
Your voice
every
is
day we are
continuing.
traveling. We start the day with having a lot of thoughts in mind.
We can't hear you, Venkat.
What I'm going to do in the office, what I'm going to do. What's the voice is low? Oh, I'm really sorry. Okay, Prashant, just move this topic or else you give the opportunity to someone. Okay, let me back with the frequency where bandwidth is good. Okay, I'll raise my hand again once I reach the spot.
Okay, sure. Bipul Sarda, would you like to take part?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, I would like to give you the same questions. If you could do one kind act every day, what would it be? If you could do one kind act, what would it be?
Okay. So I think one of the kindest act you can do is just smile to anyone at your home or any stranger. If you are smiling, then you are radiating happiness, and which will make the other person happy on the receiving end, and which can improve their mood or maybe make their day, or you can be joyful, because people like to stay close to joyful people, and if you are joyful, then you are making other happy, and this will be the, I mean, kindest act that you can do. And if you are doing kind acts, people will have more belief in the humanity, and they will be inspired to do the same. So it will, give I mean, it will be radiated to not just one person, but they will do the same to other person, or maybe to you at any point of time if the opportunity comes. And even if they do not return, or I mean, they could not help you for any reason, being kind can be very helpful or good for you, because it can reduce your stress, or it can release chemicals in your mind or in your body, which can improve your mood or make you more happy, like dopamine or serotonin. And uh, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, thanks people for taking part. And if I had to do one kind act every day, I have cow at my home, not here in Bangalore, in my village. So I would like to take care of that cow each day. I have done that, but I would like to follow the same thing if I have to do it. But yeah, smiling thing is also good thing because you can smile very easily to others. Okay, we'll move to the next speaker. So we have Venkat. Venkat, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. Am I audible to you? Let me have the check.
Yes, yes, you are audible now. Okay, so the question to you is, when was the last time someone showed you kindness? When was the last time someone showed you kindness?
Yeah, thanks, Toastmaster, Prasang Bunny. So someone showed me the kindness is where I lost my purse. Okay, frankly speaking, I was boarding in a metro where I need to get down, I need to board a bus, then I need to go again in a metro. It happened just 2 weeks back. Okay, so I was rushing to my native, so I need to carry my luggage, everything, and I was very in a happy moment that I'll be looking into my family after 2 weeks, where I know a lot of gifts I have purchased over there. When I boarded the bus, okay, in order to transit to the another metro, I found my purse was lost. I don't know what to do. And GPay and other things will not work out with a connector. You know, I was literally stunned and I don't know how to act. I don't know where to go. And suddenly a person from behind tapped my shoulder. Okay, he was aged around 60 to 65 and told, like, let me pay for you. And it is hardly $50 that I need to pay. And I told, sir, I don't know you, but you really helped me. And that guy, only 60 years, he doesn't know English. I doesn't know Canada. He is talking in Canada, I'm talking in English. Okay, both of them are able to channelize ourselves through body language. Okay, and he smiled and said, 50, no problem. Let me, okay? Matila, no, something in Canada. I really, thankful to him. And to be frank, like he needs to get down before my stop. I don't know what to do. So I got the ticket. I was, cooling myself. Then after a few seconds, I noticed a person, having mobiles nearby me. Okay, few of them. Then I requested, sir, I need $50, okay, in cash. Where if you have Google Pay, I'm able to transfer. So what I did, I transferred $80. Okay, in that I got 80. I gave to the old man. 50 is the one, the credit which you have given to me, and 30 is something, a loyalty from my end. I need to give you, please, take this as my, kindness. He accepted it and he was very happy. and he left the bus, and in another 2 or 3 stops, I left. That was one thing that really triggered. Okay, money is not everything. Money is not everything. Some moment, somewhere, you need to help people who are struggling at that point of time. And nowhere it will be in either it's me or through God's nature topic, Toastmasters Prasang M.
Yeah, I can relate with your incident. Even I went to Chikmagaluru and I was kind of lost. I was driving, and there was a local boy who helped me, but they were not able to like understand what I was saying. But they managed to help me. I don't know how, but we were able to communicate. We'll move to the next speaker, Seema Badaya. Seema, you there? If not Seema, Sanjay?
Yeah,
I'm there. I am there.
Uh, okay, okay, Seema. So the topic to you is should kindness always be unconditional or should it have limits?
I think kindness should have its limits. Let me tell you an example. People do try to take advantage if you're kind-hearted. Kindness, it's your will, and you are happy to give it, and you just do it on your own will. But sometimes people take it for granted. Just see the beggars on the road. Sometimes they want to steal, and they just say bad words if you don't give them money. Or there are people who harass you if you don't uh, be kind to them. So it's sometimes quite difficult to deal with such people. So yes, kindness, think about it. Be kind where it is required and not to the places where it is not required. It has its own limits and it has its own repercussions. So think about it when you are doing that act of kindness. Also, sometimes you want to donate to people, but they don't need it, and you're just giving it like, oh, you're doing a great work of something, giving in charity. But sometimes people just want free things. So be aware where you're doing that kindness, where is it required or not, is it helpful or not, or are you just making them disabled by just making them used to getting things, and when they not get it, they are using different acts to do it. So please be mindful about your kindness. Do it where it is required. And yes, be kindful, I would say. Don't stop yourself from being kindful, but be mindful too. Thank you.
Rightly said, we get harassed for being kind, and people get harassed by the stranger, and I was harassed by my brother, and from there I learned that there should be a limit for the kindness. I mean, every time my father used to bring something in the home, he's like, "This is mine," and he will cry for that, and then I will give up and say, "Oh, it's yours." But I mean, I have done so many times that I learned that there should be a limit. With this, I would end the table topic session and over to
Okay.
you, Toastmaster of the day.
You give one to Sanjay. You invited him, and then
Okay, yeah.
last.
So we'll give the last topic to the Sanjay. So the topic to you is it possible to be kind to someone you strongly disagree with? Is it possible to be kind to someone you strongly disagree with?
Yeah, thank you for giving me this topic. Uh, See, it depends on our nature, how our upbringing is there. Whether we like the person or not, it is our upbringing which makes us to be kind or not to be kind. It is not from situation to situation or person to person, but how we are, which environment we are brought, even if an ant is killed, it hurts us. So it is not that means how you judge it depends on your upbringing and your way of life. So what I think is that kindness cannot come in individual activity. It has to come from a prolonged style of living. We have to means continuously follow this because if we are kind to ourselves and to the society, then God will be kind to us. No means we cannot expect that we be unkind to others and then uh, pray to God that be kind to us. So in all the religion, it is said that be kind to yourself and be kind to your surroundings. Only if it cannot be that if you are not able to do because of some compulsion or something, then it is a forgivable crime. Why? Because in everything they said that you have to ask for forgiveness for if you are did anything wrong to others. But if you are intentionally doing wrong to someone, then there is no forgiveness in that. So we have to see and always think about being kind to others and be kind to ourselves so that we live a good life and contribute to the society. Thank you very much, Prasha, for giving me this opportunity.
Yeah, thank you, Sanjay. I think the real taste of kindness comes when you have to be kind to someone whom you disagree or whom you don't like. We all can be kind to someone, to our brother or family or someone whom we love, right? But it's very difficult to kind to someone whom we don't love, right? And that's the real taste of kindness. With this, I would like to end the table topic session, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Esha.
Thank you, Table Topics Masters, and thank you for your valuable insights, all the Table Topic speakers. And now you'll be glad to know that when we talk about kindness, kindness can misfire also. Does anyone else have any story about where kindness misfired against them? I have one. Does anyone else wants to tell before I take? Okay. So there was one girl who was struggling in her college, and I was giving advice. Like I said, like some people love to give advice. Wait, I'll just give you a chance. So I love to give advice. So I gave a lot of advice, tips, strategies, and everything to do better in college. And then after that, she started treating me like I'm those one of those stupid people who learned the hard way, but they who learned the hard way, but they are stupid enough to share all their trade secrets. So that's my take on sometimes kindness can misfire. So anyone else has a story?
Yeah, I have the story I want to share. I hope you are able to see me. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Uh, it's long time back. I felt like donating to charity, and I did the charity. Unfortunately, after 1 month, I received more than 300 calls for charities. Somehow they leaked my number to other charities and they started calling me. I felt so frustrated and helpless. So I didn't know what to do next. It's just like I keep on blocking numbers and numbers. So it took me almost 2 months before all those calls got stopped. So that was, one incident I would like to share with all of you, which, misfired. Yeah, it didn't work out really well.
Yes, so kindness is not always the best of things that happen to us. So there are times when we do things, we offer advice which is not required, and it backfires against us. So now we'll go over to the third section of our meeting, that is the evaluation session. Over to the general
I think
evaluator.
Saurav and Seema also have something to say.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not see that. Okay, does Toastmaster Saurav want to share any story with us?
Yeah, so my story is actually okay. Sorry, I got distracted by notes chat. Yeah, so my story is something related to Toastmasters. So I regret showing kindness to one Toastmaster. I would not name that person because I don't believe in naming and shaming in their absence. So this guy is actually a college guy, and he came to me saying that he wants to be the youngest DTM, and if I can mentor him. At that point of time, he was VPPR of a club in District 92 itself. So I guided him. I told him how to become a DTM. I helped him complete his path. Then he went on to become a district officer, first in US and then later in India. And he did manage to become a DTM. But I think what I understood is that for him, becoming a DTM was the only goal, by hook or by crook. And in that process, he stole credits from other people. He humiliated other senior members. And all of that he did because a lot of people saw him as my mentee. So the kindness that I showed him to make him a DTM or help him become a DTM because he wanted to become the youngest DTM, he misutilized that and misbranded that and represented that in such a way that today I regret that why did I ever become kind to him? And I think that was my big learning. And today, people who know me and know that entire incident. I mean, I know at least 3 Toastmasters who left Toastmasters forever, thanks to this one man who did this. And I mean, 90% of us sitting here know this person. I would not, but I can't name. And it's very unfortunate that, the kindness of one person ended up in multiple people leaving a platform. I think that's the biggest regret that I have in terms of showing undeserved kindness in Toastmasters fraternity.
Would Toastmaster Seema want to share her views?
Yes, definitely. I have two incidents. I remember a lady who had a thalassemia and she had a girl child and was in 12th standard, and a friend of a classmate of my son, and she told me one day that, okay, my girl has got admission in Kota and she's preparing for the engineering, but I don't have the money to pay for her coaching. So will you kindly help me? And I need 70,000 rupees to pay for her coaching. Well, she called me twice and thrice and she gave me all the details and that she was suffering and she'll repay me back, and she wants her daughter to be educated and all that. And I was gullible and I said, okay, I'll help you out. I asked my husband and we were ready to help her out. But suddenly my husband said, Seema, I know a person from that coaching institute. Why not get the ID of that girl and we can get some discounts so that whatever they can offer, we'll get the discounts and give it to her. I said, why not? And I told her, you see, just give me the ID and I'll get some discounts for you, and we'll see to it that your daughter gets admitted, and whatever is required, we'll do it. Well, that was the day. She never returned back. She did not give me any ID. And then I realized, yeah, I was all ready to dish out 70,000 rupees, and she was not ready for the admissions. I don't know what she required the money for. But that made me realize that be careful. I mean, people can just ask you for anything. You should never give money unless until you have testified. One incident, there are more incidents, but now I've become very vigilant and I don't give even 10,000 or 10 rupees to anyone without knowing that the person really requires it. The second incident maybe later. Thank you.
Yeah. Would Toastmaster Shravan Kumar take a chance? Or would Toastmaster Lisa Thompson be willing to take the chance to talk?
Sure. To share, am I audible? Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Dr. Esha. This is Shravan. I would like to share my experience in Toastmasters journey itself. One day I was the table topics, and then I also played some evaluator or general evaluation I was doing. One of the Toastmaster was I asked one question, he interpreted in a different way. He was with a preoccupied mind and he answered differently.
Anyone else?
I have issue with my connectivity. Hello, can somebody confirm? Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you're audible.
Yeah, sorry, I think I'm taking a lot of time. So he misunderstood while giving the evaluation. I told him you are preoccupied. Your mind is preoccupied while listening, so you need to listen objectively instead of with uh, prejudices. Without prejudices, you have to listen. That was the evaluation I had given. He took it in a wrong way. I was trying to help him. He took it in a wrong way. That impression is still carrying. I don't know. I was trying to help him, but it was interpreted wrong way. It is very difficult to erase those impressions. So that is my experience in Toastmasters. When I'm helping as an evaluator, it was backfired to me.
Thank you for your frank admission. Toastmaster Lisa, would you like to take chance?
Yeah, I would like to tell a story about someone in Toastmasters who is very kind. I've got a cold, so I apologize in advance for how raspy I sound, and I'm not coming on camera for the same reason. However, how many of you remember Ragu? I don't see any hands up. Ragu had 5 DTMs, and he was living in India when I met him with his wife Kalpana. And I met him on the official Toastmasters website about a year and a half ago. It was July. And I had just gotten my first DTM. At that time, I thought that a DTM was an end point. And what I realized was a DTM was just the beginning. I was looking for more leadership skills and to be able to practice my leadership. I had just come off of a year as being the area director, and I had received presidential distinguished because 4 of my 5 clubs finished presidential, and I wanted to do something. So I said on the official Toastmaster site that I needed help, and immediately Ragu reached out and offered to help me. And for the next 6 months, he was my mentor and my friend and gave me so much help in coming to clubs all over the world, speaking everywhere I went. He invited me to his club in Hyderabad called Satvik, which he had just formed. And he was such an inspiration. It's been an incredible journey since meeting Ragu. Last year we did a speechcraft together in India for 15 people. So I was one of 3 coordinators. He did a fabulous job putting that together. And then I became the conference co-chair in District 57 in California. This year I'm serving as PRM in California and getting my second DTM. If it wasn't for Ragu, I was so depressed at the time that I reached out because I was being passed over in my home district. And if it wasn't for Ragu, I would never have had the opportunities that I've had in the past year and a half since knowing him. Sadly, he passed a year ago, but his memories are lingering throughout Toastmasters forever because he was such a kind person and such a great mentor that If you know anyone that knows him, ask for their stories because there's so many wonderful, wonderful stories like mine about such a wonderful, wonderful man. I rest my mic. Thank you.
Thank you so much. In the interest of time, let's move on to the next section. That is the the evaluation session. The general evaluator, please take over.
Once again, good evening to everyone present here. We're at the end we're at the end session of Toastmasters, that is the evaluation session, and I'm sure our wonderful speakers would love to take feedback on how they can improve. Without any further ado, let me call upon the
Toastmaster Priyanka. So, really sorry to interrupt. I've got one meeting scheduled at 9 o'clock. Actually, I'll have to rush. So, shall I go first? I'm
sure.
Table topic evaluator.
Sure, yeah, sure.
Right, yeah. Should I get started? Just a second. Just a second. Yeah, really sorry for the interruption. Yes, I hope I am audible. Great. So let's start with the table topic evaluation. Starting off with our first speaker, our own Mita ma'am. Ma'am, you had a great take on the topic. You started with a story where you spoke about your parents, siblings, which we all were able to connect. A great take on the topic, ma'am. One suggestion, if I can give you, if you could have spoken about one particular story, which would have made the speech more precise, and we could have all connected to your story, right? So that's one suggestion for you, ma'am. Moving on with the second speaker, we had Toastmaster Shail with the topic, how do you feel when you do something kind for a stranger? Yeah, you mentioned that you feel happy whenever you help a stranger, right? So which is a great thing. We all feel happy whenever we help a stranger. But one suggestion, if I can give you, sir, is if you can share your personal story or any scenario you would have come across where you helped a stranger and you felt happy. We could have all connected to your story. So with that, moving on with the third speaker, we had Toastmaster Vipul taking up the third speech, which is on the topic, if you could do one kind act every day, what it would be, right? I hope I'm audible. I am actually facing network issue. Can someone confirm? Okay, great. uh, Toastmaster Vipul, you had a great take on the topic. You mentioned that with a smile we can bring in a lot of kindness, which is a great way, and we all agree with you on that. One suggestion, if I can give you, you can structure your speech where you had a great content. If you can structure it in a way where you have introduction where you can cover what is your take, and you move on to your story and a conclusion, that would have made your speech much better. With that, moving on with fourth speaker, Toastmaster Venkat, on the topic, when was the last time someone showed you kindness? Toastmaster Venkat, for sure, I can tell you, you are a great storyteller. We all were able to connect to your story, and you had specific details on the story, which was a great way. If I can give you one suggestion, I would suggest you shorten the story, because it is a table topic speech, and more focus on the conclusion, which is more impactful, right? We always focus on the conclusion, where we take after the speech what we can take back from the speech. With that, I'll move on to speaker 5, Toastmaster Seema. The topic is, should kindness be unconditional or have limits? Ma'am, you had a lot of good, scenarios which you connected to the topic, which is a great way. In that way, we were all, felt connected, and we were all able to connect to the scenarios you spoke about. One suggestion, since you are on the camera, and we are all looking at you. If you can, I understand that you are out, but if you can focus on the camera and speak to the camera, we can all, connect to what you're saying. Otherwise, we all get, distracted. So that's one suggestion to you, ma'am. Moving on with speaker 6, that was Toastmaster Sanjay, on the topic, is it possible to be kind to someone you strongly disagree with? You spoke about upbringing, which is a great way to start off, because we all connect to that. We, whenever we make mistakes, we go back and think, where did this come from? So which is a great way. One suggestion, Toastmaster Sanjay, is if you could have spoken about one specific story which made you feel that upbringing is the reason why I feel I want to help a friend who is not so good to me, right? So we could have all felt, okay, this is the reason you still want to help a person who is not helping you, or maybe you disagree with. So that's the end of the evaluation of all the 6 speakers. So before I hand it over to the general evaluator, few quick tips for our speakers, and as well as all the Toastmasters who will be taking up speech Toastmaster no table topic speeches in the future. So always start off with the introduction. Whenever you take up a table topic speech, you start off with the introduction, where you talk about what is your take on the topic, right? Where you can express your viewpoint. So, and then you move on with the body. In body, you can use examples, you can talk about the story where we all feel connected, and make the story precise. Don't prolong it, because you have a time limit. And then you can move on to the conclusion, or you can re-emphasize on your view, depending on the time availability. And in conclusion, you can conclude, say, giving a call of action. So what is next? I have listened to your entire speech. What next, right? So with that, I come to the end of my evaluation. I'll hand it over back to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Priyanka. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashwini. That was amazing. It was like, you watch these sports news reporters who are super quick with their report, their journalism, and you know what is happening, right? When you're traveling, you can listen and be updated on whatever is happening. That was truly commendable, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Let us start off with the evaluation session, calling upon the first evaluator, Toastmaster Gaurav, to evaluate distinguished Toastmaster Saurabh's speech.
DTM Saurav, when you said ouch, we all said ouch. It was so touching. In the start, when you held a cigarette in your mouth, I was just wondering, wait, is he going to light it up now? But then it was amazing. You just kept it back, and how you explained what you went through. Every single point wherein how you held your chest and said how it was paining, and as to how the pain went throughout your body. It just felt like we were right next to you while you were going all through this. I feel like your speech is something everyone should see. It's not just for Toastmasters, but I feel every single person outside the Toastmasters should have should watch this, and I'm sure they'll learn a lot from this. And I have nothing to say about your vocal variety or body language, because it was top notch. Each and one of us here have a lot to learn from it. And every single time, it wasn't just a speech, but I personally, I kept on guessing, okay, what next? What next? What happened next? After the hospital, what actually happened? How did Saurav Datta take it? We just kept guessing. It was just amazing. Coming to the recommendations, I really don't have anything to say about how you could improve upon your body language or vocal variety. They were top notch. But I strongly feel that you can add more values, in the sense all of us, people here in Toastmasters, we are of all age groups, from let's say from college to over 60s. That's good. We got a gist as to how you faced cigarette, how you looked at cigarette and how you left it. We would have loved it if you had shown us how was the journey. How did you because I have an idea as to how difficult it is to just let go of something you're addicted to. And this is a lesson everyone should learn. It's not something, it's just not a speech, but everyone should know how to get rid of stuff, how to get rid of bad habits. So I would highly recommend it if you could add more value to the speech by just giving a bit more, not just the story, but a lesson we can all learn from. Overall, Sauravata, I feel like this wasn't just a speech, but this is something I'll keep with me all my life. So thank you for your speech. Over to you.
That was wonderful. A huge, huge round of applause for Toastmaster Gaurav. And for the speaker, I'll get to their evaluations towards the end. Next up, can I call the second evaluator, Toastmaster Sanjay, to evaluate Toastmaster Shail?
Yeah. Toastmasters Shail Garg, your speech was engaging and relatable. Your speech was full of humor, personal and anecdote, and relatable experience. The heart breaks analogies and dancing misshape, which caught the attention of audience. Your speech had a natural flow. The speech sounds effortless, like a friendly chat, than a formal monologue. I enjoyed your speech completely. It was a great use of humor. You brought in Bollywood heartbreaking scenes and things like that, which was a very well structured speech. Clear message. The speech had effectively conveyed that moving on is not just about forgetting, but about making space for better things. For areas of improvement, I was thinking that you were reading the speech from your script. If you could avoid that, it would have added more value to your speech. Sometimes I do also read, but if you want to improve, you have to leave that and speak it without saying, so that you will get, because last time also you were saying that your evaluator has told that pauses. If you want to bring in more proper process, then you have to not see the script and read it. If you read from there, then you will never able to get the pauses which are required in a natural speech. So I think that you will have to see how you can do it. Other thing is that you did not had a strong conclusion. I did not saw a powerful conclusion in your speech and call for action. You could have brought in more powerful, strong conclusion in that. Then the body language, you were not standing and giving your speech. So the whole body hand movement, and that was not properly coming out. Then I think overall, I think that your speech was excellent and would like to hear more speeches from you. Thank you very much, and over to G.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanjay. A huge round of applause for both the speaker and evaluator. And can I call upon the third evaluator, Toastmaster Sudharma, who will be evaluating Toastmaster Gaurav's evaluation?
Thank you, General Evaluator. Toastmaster Gaurav, today, in your evaluation speech, I saw a competitive contestant in future evaluation speech. Why I am saying like that? In your evaluation project, the project objective was giving engaging and constructive evaluations. You have achieved that purpose by giving examples in your evaluations. How did the speaker gave the speech in proper way with examples, with humor? I love that humor part also. You mentioned how he attracts you from his speech and what you like in his speech. Not only that, you mentioned what is the recommendations you are giving to him, the how we how you go through the journey. You mentioned in specified way and give us constructive valuations. I love the fact and kudos to you achieving your project objectives and completing level 1 today. And other thing is, in your evaluation speech, I saw you were within the time. You gave the speech within the time, no more exceeding of time. It is a good quality. Most evaluation speakers are disqualified because of the timing. As a first time evaluator, you did it great. And giving these commendations, absolutely the speaker was great. So it is difficult to find a challenge, but you have listed it in a proper way that recommendations, and if there is a challenge, we can do it. It is also good point, Toastmaster Gaurav. When it's come to our how to improve our evaluation into next level, to give more competitiveness in future contest, I have two recommendations for you. In every project, this is a generic project, by the way, but in every project, we have a purpose of the speech. In this project, it is mentioned the purpose will be described by speaker, but I didn't hear any purpose, but we can identify the purpose. This is a persuasive speech, or inspiration speech, or motivational speech. We can identify. As for this speech, it is persuasive speech. We can say this speech objective was, as per my knowledge, this is persuasive speech. You have achieved that persuasive objective or persuasive by giving inspiration to speakers to continue a habit in a proper way. You have persuaded. So we can say that because it is a compulsory to say whether project objectives are achieved or not. Then other thing, we can give a little bit summary. What are the recommendations? What are the commendations? What is the challenge you are giving? Then that way speaker can digest your commendations. What are the commendations? What are the recommendations? What is the challenge? In summary, we have to give because it is the point of contest point. All in all, Toastmaster Gaurav, I enjoyed your evaluations and hope to see you in your future meetings as evaluator, and all the best. Over to you, G.
Huge round of applause for both the evaluators, the speaker and the evaluator as well. Now, can I call upon the wonderful TAGL team? They will be telling me who all were kind enough to stay within time, to be very good with their speeches, and to interact more. Because trust me, the TAGL report will also show us who has taken more stage time. And in case your report is not there, if your name is missing, I think next time you can take up more stage time, give them more work to do. Make sure they write the report throughout, whether it's good usages or bad usages, because that is the point of Toastmasters and that is how you learn. Over to Toastmaster Sreehari for the timer report.
Just a minute, I'll share my screen. I hope my screen is visible here. In the
Yes,
prepared
visible.
speeches, we have all the speakers qualified for the polls and even for the table topics. Everyone's been qualified except one person, and he has barely crossed the mark. And even in the evaluation, everybody has qualified, and we are good to go for the polling. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sreehari. Super crisp report, super helpful, and I'm super glad to see that all the table topic speakers tried their best to go beyond the green card and share their stories. Next up, we have the R counter for the day. Toastmaster Rahul.
Hello everyone, and let me just share my screen. Okay, can somebody give me the screen sharing access? I'm still not able to share. Okay, so in the interest of time, I'll just read out the names of.
You can share.
Uh,
We already have it. No one else is sharing.
no, now I got the access. Gaurav.
Try again. Try now.
Yeah, I think now I got it. Cool. All right. I hope you can see my screen. So before I start off, I'd just like to say that for any members who are Toastmasters and put Toastmasters as that I was not aware of it. I apologize for that. And this is the report. So basically, Toastmaster Gaurav, Sudharma, Smruti, Priyanka, Sreehari, Toastmaster Esha, DTM Saurav, Toastmaster Shail, all did well. And Toastmaster Ashwini was the one who had taken a lot of hours, which was, I'm guessing, in interest of time, she used it out of nervousness. But yeah, so overall, this is a report, and I'll just be sharing it in the chat screen. Thank you, everyone. And back to you, Toastmaster Priyanka.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul. I think with this TAGL team, I understand why most of you are like in corporates. You have such a structured and organized reports with pie charts and everything. That's super wonderful to see. Visual aids definitely do help us understand the reports better. Next up, we have the grammarian for the day, Toastmaster Neha.
Yeah. Everybody can see my screen? Yeah. Okay, so it's my report. The word of the day for today was altruistic, which means showing selfless concern, and the usage here is her altruistic nature led her to help the stranger without expecting. So, as per the theme, the word was altruistic. Now, the usage of the word was done by the Toastmaster Priyanka, and in the chat, I can see used by Noor Mohammed. Good usage of the word in the meaning were profound, intellectual, brutal, dopamine, serotonin, manifest, medieval king, some of the words used by our Toastmasters. Now coming to the rhetorical question, Toastmaster Sahil, she said, we all have embarrassing moments in our life. Anaphora, the repetition of the word, which when DTM sort of said, had a cigarette when I was happy, had a cigarette when he was sad, had a cigarette when he loved and broke. Descriptive words used by sort of DTM sort of when he said smoking leather, and DTM Sahil when she said relationship is just like a Titanic. In fact, she also said confused chicken. I couldn't find any proverb for today's meeting. Hyperpora is a question and then answer. So Toastmaster Sahil shared how many of us have an item in a cart, in Amazon cart. Coming to the rule of three, had a cigarette after some time used by DTM, Saurabh Datta, and much used by Sahil. Metaphor, analog, and similes, we have a lot of this used by DTM's Saurabh. Lighting up a cigarette is just like listening to good music or reading a good book. Bengalis are like carbs. Friends are like bad Wi-Fi used by Toastmaster Sahil. Happy life is like a pair of socks and tub of ice cream, never judge. So this was all about my grammarian report for today. No recommendation as well. We have great Toastmasters with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Neha, for that detailed grammarian report with different sections. I think this is my first time where I'm seeing a lot of hyperboles and a lot of metaphorical usage here as well. Last but not the least, the listener for the day. Can I call upon? So sorry. Can I call upon the listener for the day? Am I audible?
Hey, yes, you are audible, and listener of the day is Toastmaster Shilpa Reddy. This is
Shilpa,
me.
yeah.
Okay, I have some very interesting questions to you all. So, as per the speaker number 2, Toastmasters Shail, if you cannot move on, then you can eat ice cream, take a nap, pretend nothing happened. Which one is that?
Ice cream.
Okay, yes, great. She said a tub of ice cream never judges. All right. The second one. What orange color object did Toastmaster Noor picked up when asked by the TMOD?
It was
weird smiley face.
It's an
One weird smiley face.
one weird. Okay, no.
Orange smiley face.
Pumpkin. Pumpkin.
Pumpkin with the face.
It was a pumpkin.
Okay. He. No. Okay.
Alright.
Give another try.
Orange. It was orange.
Orange as a Zoom background. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, not bad. And what did Toastmaster Smruti had when we asked for the color orange?
Flower.
Okay, great. Okay. All right. The next one. Toastmaster Meeta found the reflection of kindness from whom? In the table topic.
Parents.
Table topics master, you're not supposed to answer these questions. Please give the chance to the audience, please. Okay. Where did Toastmaster Venkat lose his purse? A very stupid question, but yes.
Metro.
Metro, yes. Be kindful, but be mindful. Be kindful, but be mindful. Who said this today?
Seema.
Who said it?
Seema.
Toastmaster Seema.
Meeta.
Is it Toast? Yes, it's
Meeta.
Toastmaster Meeta. Okay. I would want you to answer the meaning of the word of the day today. What is the word of the day?
Altruistic.
Altruistic. What's the meaning? What's the synonym of it?
A selfless act.
Unselfish. Yes, selfless act. So remember this word. It's a very interesting word. Thanks to the grammarian who gave this word. And why is TTM Saurodatta giving a generic speech today?
Because he has completed all the 11 parts. There is no left out anything in this Toastmaster International.
Awesome. So we are supposed to be motivated by him then. We are supposed to give more speeches too then. All right, next question is to test you all if you are being a sport for today. Who has been very kind to show only their eyes in the video? Which role taker?
TMOD.
Right, we wish you can be a bit more liberal, TMOD. We would want to see your face. All right, one last question. Which evaluator got evaluated?
Gaurav.
Quick.
Gaurav.
Toastmaster Gaurav, yes. And what's the best way of evaluating a speaker suggested by Toastmaster Sudharma?
Recommendations.
No, recommendations we the evaluators anyway give, but one specific suggestions we gave.
Highlight the purpose.
Objective,
Summarize.
like take away.
Okay.
And what was the reason?
Conclusion.
Summarize the entire
Conclusion.
evaluation.
I'm glad we've just summarized how to evaluate, but she said give examples. So that's very important when you're giving an evaluation. Fantastic job, you all. One recommendation again to the audience from my side. Do not just listen and memorize details, but to keenly observe the techniques used by the speakers, evaluators, and role takers so that we can adapt them in our future meetings when we take the roles. So I end my time by thanking Toastmaster Leena for sharing her memories and with huge respect to GTM Raghu. Thanks, everyone.
The biggest round of applause for the listener of the day, Toastmaster Shilpa. I think your session served as the conclusion for the entire thing. You covered all bases, all the role takers, and it was like a refreshment towards the end. I will be evaluating the meeting in the chronological order, starting with the pre-meeting preparation, the preparation done by the role takers, the XCOM, before the meeting. I looked into before I took up the role, I was shared two documents regarding the GE, general evaluation, and I found that very helpful. I think I'm going to save it and do it for future, share it with the future general evaluators for my club. The agenda, I loved how organized it was, and it was very cute, if I might say, how you had few emojis and few elements. I found that very attractive to look at. And the role taker's intro also in a document that is super effective. Instead of flooding the groups with introductions, I think the SAA or someone taking the initiative to compile all the intros and putting it on a doc for easier access, great job done by you. And brownie points for distinguished Toastmaster Saurav Datta, because I think Toastmaster of the day, Esha, had a question and she said, I'm sorry for being silly, but you encouraged her saying, no, ask questions, and that's what intelligent people do. And I think this will help people come forward. And if they have any questions, they know that you're super approachable. Anyone in this club is super approachable. So brownie points on that. Oh, and one more thing. I love how engaging the chat box is. It's not just the activeness during the meeting, but the chat box also. Great job done by you. And guiding and renaming for better access, um, better access towards the for the role takers or any guest, they know that okay, she's the TTM or she's the app counter. Starting with the SAA Toastmaster Sreehari started exactly on time and you laid down the guidelines. And one thing that made it more personalized towards the club is you sharing the mission and vision of Gabby's Toastmasters. And I'm sure this will help the guests understand the club a little more better. One thing that I felt was a little missing was excitement. It's kind of we started at 7:30. It's Bangalore. I'm sure most of them will be traveling from traffic and they'll be a little tired. So it's all right if you have to scream to wake them up. Just start with a shout or a clap. Let them unmute and clap or a little bit creativity where you do that you have an engaging activity would help everyone to start the meeting with an energizing aura. Otherwise, great job done by you. Crisp, concise, stuck to the essay script. Next, we have Toastmaster Smruti, the presiding officer for the day. You spoke about the theme, not too much, not too little, just enough to give the spotlight to the Toastmaster of the day to share her insights about the theme. But at the same time, you showed them that you know what it is and this is how the theme is going to be. This is how the meeting is going to involve. And you invited the guests to introduce themselves and you explained about Toastmasters in a super crisp way that did not take up much time. So I think kudos to you on that. And you also gave spotlight to your members, the Gabbys Toastmasters, encouraging them. You told, because of these members, is Gabbys on a very good level. And I think that'll motivate members to be more active. And you covered all aspects of Toastmasters as to why it's not just public speaking, but also connecting with members. Great job on that. I'm sorry, but did you open the meeting? I might have missed out on that. Okay, that's all right. One more addition. It would be great if you could personalize the impact of Toastmasters meetings based on your life. That I joined Toastmasters like this. Before joining Toastmasters, this was how I was. But after I joined, it opened up more doors for me, more opportunities for me. Or I got that initiating drive to grab all opportunities I can get, become more confident. So when you personalize it better by giving your own story, the guests would be motivated to join your own path, to travel in the own path and join Toastmasters, thinking, okay, this is how I am, right? I am. But looking at her, I'm sure I can become in her level also, the president of Gabby's Toastmasters Club. So that'll be a very good path for all of them. So have a personalized story on how Toastmasters impacts you better. And during the introduction sharing, one suggestion to all the members, I'm sure 86 meetings, this is for members who know each other better, who've been in the club for more than 3 months or so. You all know each other. So instead of just sticking to the intro, maybe you could add one thing that you like about the other person. It'll take a few mere seconds. It'll make them feel very happy when they take up the stage. And it'll also have a huge smile on the guest. It's an act of kindness that you are doing, that you've observed this good quality about them and you're bringing it on the spotlight. So I think that would be a very encouraging addition to introductions. I will come to the Toastmaster of the day a little later. Coming to the speakers, distinguished Toastmaster Saurabh Datta, when you entered the stage. You know how after a huge suspense, the hero is portrayed on big screens with like from the bottom and so finally they take up the stage. That was the aura that you gave. I could not stop. I got goosebumps when you started the speech. Literally, I am not even exaggerating. It was amazing the aura and the presence that you carry, the confidence with which you delivered the entire speech. It was very smooth, to the point. It was humorous. It was also, you had a lot of body language and voice modulation when you said here, here, here. And you gave the perfect instances to help us understand the impact as well. But as correctly pointed out by your evaluator, the call to action could have been even more impactful by generalizing it. Yours was specific, that is the cigarette or the smoking addiction you had. If you could generalize it, you all already added a point saying this for me, it was this. For others, it's something else. How do we get out of that something else? Perseverance is something that we learned from your story. So maybe a little more elaboration on that would be great. And I also felt that maybe your ending could have been a full circle or a little more creative, a little abrupt. And you started off with the cigarette and you started off with out and that creativity. Maybe next time you can say you are the main character of your life. Take it up and chew away all the side characters that are hindering your life or impacting you. Something like that. But otherwise, your story is something that needs to be repeated again and again and again, told everywhere possible, because we all learned a lot. A huge round of applause for Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster Saurabh Datta. Next, we have the second speaker, Toastmaster Shail. Again, rightly covered by your evaluator. You had really good structure. You had really good points, and you told us. I felt your speech was very good when in terms of relating to the Gen Z world, because we also have that face that issue. Hi, is it too professional or is it too casual? How do we make it seem to the other speaker, to the other person, that we are serious and we are not just playing around? It's something that we do face, and you correctly brought it out. You mentioned something about Wi-Fi. There was this quote that I just read, something saying friends, fake friends are like a Bluetooth. They get connected wherever they want, but good friends are like Wi-Fi. They get connected to the strongest support. So I think that's what I felt from your speech. That's what you that was your impact, that was your essence. Great job on that. I correctly pointed out by your evaluator, you could add a little more pauses and work on your structure a little bit. Introduction, body, and a stronger conclusion. Something that's not too abrupt. And there were a few technical glitches that I felt, but again, that's something that was and that can not be avoidable. It happens. But otherwise, I loved how relatable your speech was. Great confidence as well. Just work on decreasing the pace a little bit, and you would be great to go. We have with us evaluator one. The very first evaluation, wonderful. You started off with a very humorous stance, and you had a very good structure. You started off with the areas of improvement, excellence, and then improvements, and you again motivated the speaker towards the end. And for your first time, commendable evaluation. I loved how, I'm pretty sure you would have observed various other evaluations, and then you had your own effort of preparation. One thing, this is for all the evaluators. When you give your evaluation, this is for the benefit of guests as well. Thing is, they're really new to Toastmasters, right? So maybe you could give a little bit one-liner as to how you're evaluating the speaker. We start off with area. I will be evaluating you based on your area of excellence, area of improvement, a challenge, and a summary of the whole, so that they understand that this is how it is. Otherwise, whatever I completely agree with your call to action, and you had very strong points. Another suggestion for the first speaker, I think distinguished Toastmaster Saurabh Datta, evaluating him is on a very higher level. It might be too difficult. So we could maybe give a L1, P1 or somewhere along the level 1 speeches to make it easier for them to evaluate. But you took up that challenge. Great job, Danba. You have nothing else to add on. Evaluator 2, Toastmaster Sanjay. You two started off with you two started off with the motivation that you gave to the speaker, and you gave examples also as to where she did well and where she might have gone wrong. And one thing that I really liked about your evaluation is you captured the essence of her speech. You told her that makes her feel very nice, because it shows her that she has landed the point of her speech and everyone is relating to it. That's an added bonus that some evaluators might have missed, but great job on that. I think you can work on your structure a little better, and I would suggest have more areas of excellence rather than the improvement, because Toastmasters is a motivating platform and they try to motivate the speaker. While you might have more areas of improvement, share 2 or 3 very important ones. The rest you can take it to her after the meeting. Or here's another idea. you will be giving the challenge. You can give the challenge to the speaker towards the end, and you can divide it. Some areas of improvement you can say it during that part. The next one you can say, I would, apart from the areas of improvement, I would challenge you to improve on your body language, something that you haven't covered in the area of improvement. So it feels like you're covering everything. At the same time, you're not having a lot of areas of improvement. And I think that's about it. Otherwise, a very good, powerful evaluation done by you. Next, we have Toastmaster Sudharma, Evaluator 3. Evaluations can be tricky. I'm facing it here. I'm a little nervous coming to such an amazing club for the first time. Evaluations definitely can be tricky because you have to say the right thing at the right thing. At the same time, make sure you're motivating the speaker, adding the extra brownie points. I think when you evaluated Toastmaster Gaurav, great job done by you. You made sure you motivated the speaker. You also gave him perfect points to improve on his evaluation. This kind of evaluation is what will motivate people to help them improve, take up more initiatives in the respective roles. I know I'm saying the word motivate a lot, but I think Gabbys is a super motivating club. So this is a very usual thing that is coming to me, natural thing that is coming to me. Your evaluation was amazing, to the point. Great job done by you, Toastmaster Sudharma. And I think one thing I enjoyed is how you were smiling throughout the evaluation. Like you enjoyed evaluating him and you enjoyed the role. So that is something very nice to see. With this, I have covered all the evaluators. Coming to the table topic master, Toastmaster Prasanna, it was a very calm explanation of the TTM. I think it was something that was okay, this is how it is. I want all of you to take up the roles, take up the table topic, the opportunity to give your stance on the topics. And you covered all the bases and it was relating to the topics. And you also had the outro after every table topic speaker, showing to them that you are listening to their speech and their perspectives do matter. That is why people take up table topics, to improve, to make sure they put forth their points. So I have nothing to add on to you, Toastmaster Prasanna. Great job done by you as the table topic master. Table topic evaluator, this is the first time that I'm coming across this role, and it's a great initiative taken upon. I think everyone, I think one thing that I noticed that she said is everyone does need to have a personal story. So we can all work on that. It was crisp, concise, and super helpful. And you also summarized and gave tips on to how they can improve their table topic session. Great job on that as well. Coming to my TAGL team, the timer report, great, very crisp, concise, nothing to add. Our counter, I think, apart from the very nice organized report that you had, you can give a suggestion as to how they can improve or decrease their R counts. For example, R counters, it is something natural when you're a first speaker. So maybe you take up more roles. Or when you feel like when you feel like you're adding more filler words or you are not getting new words, maybe improve your vocabulary. For me, R counter and grammarian do go hand in hand, because only when you're trying to come up with new words will you have that filler words or R counts or pauses. So I think with these two, you can add a little suggestion as to how they can decrease their R counts, filler words, etc. And grammarian, I have nothing to add. Great, super crisp, concise, important, essential, crucial report taken up, executed by the grammarian. The listener role, as I said, it was like a summary about the entire meeting. It held a lot of weight. It was very easy, if I might say. Like, as in, I felt like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders because it was very engaging. It was very engaging, and I really liked it. One suggestion, maybe lay down the rules that, okay, evaluator cannot answer if the question is based on the speaker, or mentor cannot answer for the mentee, something like that. So even the audience know that, okay, this is the starting of the listener session, these are the rules. Otherwise, you carried it with great enthusiasm. Coming to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Esha. I know I'm going a little bit over time, but please do bear with me. Toastmaster Esha, is this your first time as the Toastmaster of the day? Can Can someone answer on her behalf?
Yeah, she's there.
She's unable to. Sorry?
Yeah, Toastmaster Esha is here.
Yeah, Toastmaster Isha, is this your first time as the Toastmaster of the day?
Second time.
Okay, wonderful. I really liked the topic, act of kindness. Very simple but very essential in the current world, in the current generation. We're looking at so many news where there's suddenly a serial killer or someone is pranking, someone is into thievery, etc., etc. Everyone is so self-absorbed. But your theme gave us it was like a bucket of cold water. It it woke us up from always being within our boundaries and showed us that it is important to make sure you are showing importance to others as well, giving them their time. I really liked how you had that creative game where you asked us to take something of orange and show us why we chose that and how we can improve it. That was very nice. It was a little bit of a game teaser because it was based on a specific color, but I truly enjoyed it. And you explained about the different parts of Toastmasters also. Great job. First thing is when you're narrating a story, take it a little slow. I felt it was too fast paced. Take it a little slow and add few visual aids. Maybe you could have prepared a PPT or a small flowchart, something that will help us catch or absorb that story. And the theme is something that acts as a connection throughout the entire meeting. It acts as the common point. So it would be great if you could add few points throughout the meeting. In the beginning, I just found one story after you explained about the Toastmasters, before starting the prepared session, maybe another point. After that, another snippet of the act of kindness, like how you did that creative game, something like that throughout, so that the theme is there on the spotlight. Another suggestion would be after every speaker, add your own point as to what you took away from that speech. An outro after every speaker would go a long way for any Toastmaster of the day because it will be like you are summarizing their speech in 2 lines, whatever you took from them, whatever you related from their speech. And I'm sorry for the major long areas of improvement, but I love the theme, so I feel like it has more scope for improvisation. Last but not the least, towards the end, you asked us about how kindness can be perceived as a wrong way. It is completely important to be aware of few things. Yes, I completely agree with that. But however, I felt that the part where kindness was perceived or was being used, was being taken advantage of, was way more than the act of kindness in the affirmative or positive way. And that deviated from the impact of the theme. So the negative part of it, I felt, was a little more than the positive part of it. So I think that is something that you can control. So when you are the TMOD, you definitely have the opportunity to command the entire stage. So when you feel like it's going a little out of hand, or when a lot of people keep adding to the negative aspect of it, I'm not pointing or targeting people who added their stories. Definitely it does need to be brought upon, right? But sometimes an act of kindness is a very positive topic. So when you give more stage time to the negative aspect of it, it gets a little deviating. So maybe towards the end, summarize as to how it is important to pay it forward. And with this, I believe I have evaluated every single person on stage. Gabbys, Toastmasters, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be this GE, General Evaluator, and all of you have been super kind. And I'm sure this will also help the guests come here and unwind. It's although the meeting had a lot of structure and fun, and something I learned from this meeting a ton. And I'm sure all the speakers are super savvy, super engaging, and super witty. And I feel that is the standard established by Gabbys. All the very best for the future meetings. Looking forward to attending more meetings. Apologies for taking up a lot of time, and back to the Toastmaster.
Okay, so to conclude, the benefits of kindness include it helps in improving self esteem, sometimes more than cognitive behavioral therapy, and also sometimes it also helps in building social connections. Now, over to the presiding officer to conclude the meeting.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Isha. Quickly, let's see that already we hear from our general evaluator how did we do in detail. Now it's time to vote for your favorite one. We are launching the poll. Quickly, please vote for your favorite role taker for the category which is popping on your screen. By the time you vote, let me quickly check with few people how did they feel about our meeting. Starting with, I see still Sahil on camera. Would you like to share your feedback, please, about the meeting?
Did you mean Shaleen?
Charlene, yes. My
Okay.
apologies.
No worries. No
Charlene.
worries. No worries. No. It was great to attend this online meeting, and as I've mentioned that I want to learn as much as possible, so that's why I attended today's meeting. And listening to all the speakers speak so well is something I'm going to take back with me. And the theme was also quite nice, so I loved the overall meeting. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Charlene. I did mispronounce a couple of names today, to my sincere apology. On that note, may I request Toastmaster Vipul to please share your thoughts about the meeting?
Yeah, hi guys again. It was a new experience for me, so I enjoyed it, and I definitely learned from the way the people speak here. So it was nice, and I just had a question that what is the process of joining any Toastmaster club?
Sure, Vipul. We would connect with you separately so that someone can guide you in detail in case you want to join any kind of Toastmasters club.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Do we have a VPM in the room? Okay, no worries. Okay then. Meanwhile,
We will take his number, and check.
yeah, Vipul, you can please share your contact details over chat or personal chat
So
actually if you are.
either to Smruti or me, we will take it from there.
Okay, sure.
Thank you so much, Vipul. May I ask Toastmaster Seema if you're still with us? Toastmaster Seema, if you're speaking, you're still on mute.
Yes.
Please go ahead. How was your experience?
It's always wonderful to come back to Gabbys and listen to all the wonderful speakers, and especially Saurav Datta. I admire the way he speaks, and even the evaluations were so good. The whole meeting was quite interesting, and it's quite enriching. I loved it. Would love to come back again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Seema. Okay, we do have the poll results. I need to get result of two category. If Toastmaster Sreehari or Distinguished Toastmaster Saurav can please message me that. Meanwhile, I'll take just one answer again. Though I don't want to bother Toastmaster Priyanka, but keeping the GE part aside, how did you feel joining the meeting today? How was your experience?
It was very nice. I found so many creative initiatives from this club that I can try to incorporate in my club as well. And you are super organized, but you also make sure it's a very fun meeting. For example, the songs during breaks, these small efforts that you put in is what makes a successful meeting, a beautiful meeting. And I see a lot of active engagement in any groups. Gabby's Toastmasters, having a keynote session, a fun meeting, this, that, and I'm glad I finally got the chance to attend this meeting. It was very nice, very well organized, super fun.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Priyanka. It was our pleasure to have you as a general evaluator in today's particular meeting. On that note, I do have the result, but I wanted to check if the polling for all categories are done. Okay, thank you. May I request someone to please help me with the result of the auxiliary role taker on personal chat, please? By the time we get the exclusive category result, let's see the other categories and the results. With let's start with our table topic speaker. For the table topic speaker, we had back-to-back speakers, but there is a tie in the result today. And the favorite one which you voted is, or they are, Toastmaster Meeta and Toastmaster Seema. Can we hear it for Toastmaster Meeta and Toastmaster Seema? Second category of our favorite speaker. We had two profound speakers today, and the winner for the favorite speaker, the maximum vote goes to Distinguished Toastmaster Saurav Datta. Now comes the favorite evaluator. The favorite evaluator, we had 3 evaluations today, and evaluators, they did a fantabulous job with respect to giving all valuable feedback to our respective speakers. The favorite one goes to Toastmaster Gaurav Babu. Can we please hear it for Toastmaster Gaurav here? The next category was our main role taker. We had a very tough fight here, but can you guess who was the favorite one with respect to the main role takers? No, let me give the answer. I'll not give more time to you. It is Toastmaster Priyanka, our general evaluator, stealing all the thunder today in the role of the general evaluator. That's our favorite main role player category. Last but not the least, the most important category being our auxiliary role takers. So the category winner is our listener for the evening, Toastmaster Shilpa Reddy. Congratulations to all the winner. Congratulations to all the role takers. We really appreciate your presence and contribution in the meeting. And thank you once again to the visiting Toastmaster, to guest, to all the distinguished Toastmasters joining the meeting. But as promised in the initial part, if this is the best, then wait for the another superlative form of this on Thursday, 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Come to a session where you have a blend of educational session, as well as we're keeping the spirit of Toastmaster, having a mix of maybe a speaker or a table topic marathon, exciting segment waiting ahead. So join us on Thursday, 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Till that time, just keep learning and stay healthy. Bye-bye. I hereby officially close the meeting.
Bye.